Hey guys, welcome back. So today I am going cross-country schooling off property with Troy. I'm doing some stadium jumping as well. I was going to show this weekend, but we're actually just going to school, so stay tuned. So today we did some stadium jumping. We schooled around like maybe 0.80 to start. We also did some 1 meter stuff up to 1.10 m. Originally I brought Troy to the show because I wanted to step him up to the 1.10 m and 1.15 m this year. And this is normally a really good like schooling experience. But this is a different person running it, so the course and the jumps are different than they normally are. It's a little bit more daunting. The course is quite technical, so for me that's not an ideal course for me to step him up to a height he hasn't shown at before. So instead I'm just using it as a schooling experience. We also came out and played in the cross-country field, which is always tons of fun. I actually forgot to go through the water. I was so ecstatic after he jumped this big prelim corner that I was just done. So we had tons of fun. Troy absolutely loves cross country and loves to travel, so I'm super happy to have him here, and it was a ton of fun. I'm actually gonna go school the girls now, but I wanted to share with you guys my post-show or post-schooling routine as far as poultice and leg care and stuff like that. This is just what I do. I even do it at home after they have a hard jump school. So let's go get him untacked and take care of those legs. Come on, buddy. So I'm gonna look kind of silly doing this because I definitely have a method that might not be everyone's method. So first step, give your horse Miss Peshers. Lots of treats for the best horses in the world, right? Right. So I kind of have everything laid out over here. It's quite ironic because these are not the normal standing wraps that I normally use. I normally have 16-inch on the back and 14 on the front, but these are all 14s. Troy is very small, so not a big deal. So I have everything laid out. I have 4 pieces of brown paper soaking in water. I got some poultice and my standing wraps. A lot of people prefer gloves. I like to just kind of rinse my hands in my bucket and then wipe it on my towel up there. So first things first, I'm gonna tie Troy's tail in a knot, and then I'm gonna rub the poultice all over all the legs. I think leg care is really important for sport horses. If you look at Troy's leg on the other side, he has really tight legs. You know, part of that can be genetic and their workload, obviously, but a big part of it is the care they receive. So they work really hard for us, so I try to always work really hard for them to keep them as happy and comfortable as possible. So I think people should really remember to take care of their horses at shows. I see a lot of horses that don't get wrapped, or maybe just a spritz of liniment, or something like that. This isn't necessary after every single day of showing necessarily, but at least linimenting and wrapping and poulticing on the harder days, it can be quite a bit of a cleanup, but it's worth it. So now I'm going to put the wet paper on his legs. It just helps keep the poultice wetter longer. Poultice is a cooling agent. It helps draw the heat out of the leg, so we want to keep it as cold and as wet as possible for as long as possible. Hey, you're hitting me with your poultice tail. Hey. So I'm gonna go put Troy back in his stall. I'm gonna put his fly gear on because the flies came out all of a sudden. I'm not gonna spray him with any liniment quite yet. I'm gonna wait until later because I am going to use our PEMF blanket, our pulse electromagnetic field therapy blanket on him, but I do have to wait for him to dry. So yeah. So after I finished poulticing, I put him back for a while, and then I put on his PEMF blanket after he was dry. I tend to do about a 30-minute program of massage and pulse electromagnetic field therapy. I do that every single day, even when I'm at a show, you know, for like a week. I normally do it every single day after I ride. I don't always poultice, like I said, after every single ride. I normally liniment and wrap or use my back on track wraps. But because he's done just from schooling, that's all I'm going to do is just poultice and let him hang out. Tomorrow I'm going to pull his wraps, wash his poultice, and take him for a hand walk. He'll even get another PEMF before he gets on the trailer to go home. I hope you guys enjoyed this, a little insight on my aftercare, and I hope to see you guys all next time. Thanks.